Right, you should be able to hear me on this live. Not bloody awful on camera, it's mad. Right, I'm just going to give it a minute for everyone jumps on. Anyway, we had a bit of an issue earlier. Bit of a nightmare really. But I got out of it. I sorted everything out. I have now cut all my beads for my doors. So all I'm doing is gluing these on. Now, the doors were going to be standard shaker doors, like I've got by here, and with the routed chamfered edge running right through the styles. But the customer didn't want that. They wanted a bead installed on the door, and I didn't want to go too DIY and just do a blank and just put these mouldings on there. So I said I'll attempt to do a shaker door, and we'll attempt to add these beads. Now the issue I had earlier is, I'll just pop these aside, that's my top and bottom. So the issue I had was not leaving enough on the back of the door. So as you can see, we've just about got a little lip left. I managed to get the panel in there. I managed to sort it out. These are going to have a good sand tomorrow. They've had a light sand for now, ready for painting. And these doors then will all get edged tomorrow. So I'm not going to bother rounding them over today. I'm just sticking these beads on. I've had to pop out, get extra material today. I've had a bit of a nightmare today. What's the time? We're 4:15, so we're not too bad. So we're just going to pop these on. I've already done 2 doors now. And I just want to show you how I normally put my beads on. I like to use a little bit of glue, stick them in there, and a couple of tacks to hold them in place. They're probably fine without tacks, but I do like to pop the odd tack in there just to keep everything nice and solid. And that's the way I do my doors. I don't have an issue like that. And that's why I just thought I'd jump back on it anyway. Right, I'm blabbering on as I normally do. So what we're doing with these is I like to put a bit of glue down the side. Don't care how messy we are. We'll wash it off with a damp rag. Pop a bit of glue on there. These are nice mouldings. They sell these in your local builders, well, your Wicks and your B&Q's. They just about work with these doors. I've done these before, I'm sure I have, because I had the same mouldings lying around. We basically were short and I was gutted. I thought I'd have to drive half hour, 45 minutes away to go and get more material, but luckily enough I had a little tiny piece here which I've already used. So all I do is pop them in there, wipe off the glue, any excess, wipe it off. You could just leave that like that if you wish, but I like to pop a tack in there just to keep it nice and secure. Just at an angle. These are 16mm tacks. We're just going to pop 2 in there for now. There's 1 already in there, look. I'll show you when I put it all together now to show how tight these are. How one was that side? Was that on that side? It doesn't really matter which way they go. They're all the same size anyway, these are. Right, so let's pop this one on here. I do want to put the Christmas music on, but sadly they won't allow it when the live gets uploaded, so I've got to do it without the radio on, which I don't like. I love my radio. Pop this on here now. Dab on the mic there. Just pop him in there. Squish that in there. That's the wrong side. That's supposed to be going down here, is it? So I'll pop that in here quick as we're waiting about. And we'll get this one done for here. So this is what me and the customer agreed. These were going to be standard shakers doors. They changed their mind last minute and they wanted beads on there. We managed to do what they want. I did say I didn't know what the back was going to look like. They were fine if the back didn't look too good, but luckily enough, managed to cut them all lovely, which I will show you in a minute. And it is looking fine. Dab a bit of glue on the miters. Doesn't matter how messy you are, you always wipe it off. Shouldn't have put that one in first, really. These did fit earlier. There she goes, nice and tight. It's looking nice. Last one now. And there's that one in there. Just tack this in now. It's out of my mouth. And it's as quick as that. It don't take long to cut your mouldings. Right, it didn't take me long. It took me about half hour to cut 6 doors worth. They can be a pain. There's the moulds just so you can see. Looking nice. And there's the back of the door. So we managed to get it all in 18mm. Right, let me wipe this camera lens. It looks like there might be something on there. It's looking... Is that a better view? So yeah, here's the mouldings. Pardon me. Alright. That's them. It's a bit different, this door, to what we normally do. All this door now needs a round over. Slightly size it for the job. Job done. So I'm just going to pop this under here now. Do the other couple of doors. Got another door over there. These haven't been clamped up long today. I've done about an hour clamping time. Got them straight out the clamps. I needed to carry on with this job today. It's a bit risky. I like to leave them 24 hours, but do you know what? It's Christmas. We've got to wrap the job up for the customer. They need their living room. So everything's worked out today. So it's a one-day job to make 6 doors for me. It's enough work for one man. Glue that in there. Squish them in. That's just grown there now. Now the reason I'm gluing these on here is a simple fact. Is if you just tack them, it just cracks. When you paint your doors, it all cracks. By using the glue, it stops that cracking. I don't have a problem with my doors doing it like this. to show you, we don't really need to put any tacks in there, but I just put a couple in just in case anything happens while I'm not here. But as you can see, they're all nice and solid. They're not falling out. Alright, so we'll just pop up a couple of tacks in here now. Check they haven't come through. All looking good. On to the next door. Probably the wrong time of day to go live. No one's got home from work yet. Hello, is anyone there? Oh, there is someone there. Tell you what, I have not stopped today. It's been a busy day, but I've done it. Go home late tomorrow, and Gav. So I'm not putting a lot of glue on here and just putting a thin bead, as thin as I can do it. This is MDF, this stuff loves wood glue, as we all know. Squishing the bead to the side of the door. All of this is nice and flush here. The bead finishes flush with the door, as you can see. Alright, that is flush. If it is anything, I will sand it out. It's looking good. So I managed to gauge all this just right today. Bit of a nightmare earlier we had mine, but we got there. It is what it is. That's the joys of this job. Last one of this door. Yeah. I've got about half a mil gap, I'd say, on him. No problem, mind. Not being too fussy. A couple of tacks in here. And just swill this rag out for me there, Gav.
Yeah.
On the last door then. So we've got the last door now to knock up and then I'm done for today. Here's this one. Here's the back. That's the little issue I had earlier. A little bit of filler there in the corner. Job done. That's all that is. It's only a back of a door. I was being too fussy. I got a little tiny gap on that one mitre, and that's the only one I've got out of all the 6 doors, so I'm happy with that. Basically, we've run out of material. Didn't have enough here, but easily sorted. There we are. There's another door, all ready for install. Last one now. So yeah, all I've got to do on these doors tomorrow now is do a round over or a chamfer. Now I've left it off the door because these customers I'm working for, they are good as gold. They just can't picture nothing. So I've decided I'm going to take the doors in like this tomorrow as a blank, get a piece of MDF, do a round over on it at a couple of different depths, do a chamfer on the other piece, couple of different depths, let them pick, and then I'll put the finish on the door for them. So just in case they say they don't like it, because I certainly haven't got time to come back here tomorrow and make another 6 doors, getting close to Christmas. So I'm just making sure everything is right on this job at the moment. I just don't want anything running over. I've got plenty of time to do it. There's a lot to get through on this job, but the customers are good as gold. But I want the job finished for Christmas. So I'm just making sure I'm not going to have any nasties, any surprises. So hence why I'm leaving the doors blank on the edges. And I'll finish these tomorrow in work then. Just glue these in here now and I am done for the day. Lovely stuff. Oop. Last bead going in now. Give that brush a swill under the tap there, Gav, now. Yeah. All these are done. We've done all the doors now. All completed. I'm just tacking this. And we're done. There's a pull cord up there. There we are, another door done for the day. So I made the 6 today. I am happy. For those of you who was wondering what was going on earlier, we did put a video on, it was muted. Don't forget, like, subscribe and follow for more. I will see you on the next video. Alright, it was a bit rough earlier, I don't know what was wrong with me, but anyway. We had a crap day, we pulled through it, we got the job done. I've made the 6 doors with no problems. I've got every single door now ready by you. They can set up overnight. Get them on a job tomorrow, sand them, edge them. I won't be fitting them tomorrow. We'll get a few time lapses on the go because I've got a lot of painting to do and everything. And we'll get a nice video posted up for Christmas for you then. We are going to be doing a load of lives over Christmas, so I won't bore you too much with doors. Got some ideas what I'm going to be doing over the Christmas holidays. But I am having a good few days off to sit down, do virtually nothing. Once I'm bored of doing that, I'll come straight out here and start knocking out some lives for you then. So yeah, thanks for those of you who have jumped on today's videos. Keep following this channel. Don't forget, like and subscribe. There's plenty more coming. I'll see you guys on the next video.